Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you very much, guys, for your great support. Now, fellow Kenyans, there is one thing here that I've always wondered, and I know I keep on asking myself this question I've been asking myself this question since William Ruto started his journeys, going outside and negotiating with the West, or the Western people, like going to America, talking about Ebola, traveling to Germany, all those places that William Ruto normally goes. And then, you hear him saying that is the person that is supposed to go and negotiate for good things to come to Kenya, because he's the chief, I don't know, chief what, something like that, or something of sort. I remember when he was saying that he doesn't go outside, he's not a tourist. So he's the person that is supposed to go and negotiate for things that are supposed to come to the country. That he means well, But remember, whenever he's saying that he means well, he's squandering people's money. He's using Kenyans, he's using citizens' tax to go outside, to travel abroad, looking for good, for developments, going to negotiate for those kind of things that he normally talks about. So when William Ruto went to America, he signed a deal with Trump, with the US, remember? With Trump, I don't know whether it was Trump or Uber. I think it was Trump, because according to the way he was talking, he signed a deal with Trump just recently, the deal about Ebola. And then now Trump requested him. I don't know whether Trump is the one that requested him. These things sometimes are normally complicated to a point that you don't know who requested who, because William Ruto is saying that they talked over the phone with Trump, and Trump requested him to build a Ebola quarantine in Nanyuki. So I was like, okay, how did Trump know that there is a place in Kenya called Nanyuki, Laikipia? How did Trump know that in Laikipia there is an airbase? How did Trump know that in Kenya there is a place, there is a vacant place, there is a very big place that can be used to build Ebola quarantine? How? It is not Trump. It is, I have a place I can offer. I am the president. I can decide to offer this place. You can build quarantine. As long as I get my percentage, as long as I get my share, that is it. We need not to pretend that we don't know how these things operate. This is how these things are. You understand? That I can give you a place, I can offer you a place, but as long as I get my share. This is my cut. Okay, what is my cut? How much is my cut? If you give me my cut, I'll be good, and I'll give you a place so that we can build, so that we can work together. Now, there is one thing that the president is failing to understand, or failed to understand, that as he is doing these other things, as he is going outside, looking for his own things, behaving gluttonously, doing all these shenanigans, all these things that he's doing, there is one person, or there are people who are suffering: the citizens. The president is not suffering. The citizens are the ones that are suffering. Remember, Donald Trump kuna watu ambao aliwarudisha Kenya. Leave alone that. As we speak right now, as you're watching this video right now, there is an implication of William Ruto's decision to allow Ebola patients in Kenya, which is already being felt. And this implication is this: Israel has reportedly banned Kenyans from traveling to Israel. Why? Because William Ruto associated with the United States of America to build Ebola quarantine in the country. Ruto makes decisions, and the person or the people that are suffering are ordinary Kenyans. We are the ones that are paying the price. Ruto is making decisions, but we are paying the price. He doesn't care, does he? He doesn't care. He doesn't even think. He doesn't even care about how other people are feeling. How are we going to fail? How are people going to fail? I've made decisions. My decision is final. But what about these people? What about the people that I'm leading? What about the people that I'm ruling? Are they really feeling this heat? Because at the end of the day, we have to accept that we are feeling the heat. This thing is too much. We cannot bear it. Let us not lie to ourselves that we can bear this. We cannot bear this. This thing is more than, this thing is beyond us. This thing is above us. The president, you know, the president doesn't know that if things goes wrong, he will still go abroad. He will still plan. He will still plan on and fly out like he does. You know, he goes to South Africa, he comes back. He goes to Bangladesh, he comes back. He goes to Azerbaijan, he comes back. He goes to Ethiopia, he comes back. He goes to Moscow, France, he comes back. He goes to US, he comes back. He goes, I don't know where, Finland, he comes back. But what about us? What about citizens? What about people? What about those people who needs processes? What about those people who needs their documents to be processed before they travel abroad? Because he's a state officer. He can just go outside the way he wants. But does he really care about other people? Does he really care about the normal mwananchi? Because mwananchi will be left dealing with the consequences. Just like I've told you. Israel right now said that there is no Kenyan who will be allowed to travel to Israel. William Ruto doesn't care. Yeye ukijaribu kumwangalia hata yale mambo ambayo anayafanya, does he care? He doesn't care. He doesn't really care about what you're feeling, does he? He doesn't care about what you're going through. He doesn't really care about what you're going. He doesn't care. I want us to understand something here, that this is what greed does for us. And this is what greed has got us into. The greed of our president has made it difficult and is making it difficult right now for other nations to accept us as citizens in their country. Nataka tuelewane hapa. Nataka tuelewane vizuri sana. The greed of our president, it is the greed of our president that has made it so much difficult for countries, for other nations to accept us as we speak. And I've told you that ndio hiyo Israel imeanza. I don't know the next country itakuwa gani. We don't know the next country itajipanga aje. But who is suffering? Ni sisi. The president and the state officers, they are okay. They can go, they can move. What about us? Can we go? We can't. We can't go. We can't really go. Hatuwezi tukaenda, utaenda, okay, utaanzia wapi? Yes, unataka kwenda, utaanzia wapi? So these are the consequences of electing a leader who doesn't care about his people, who doesn't care about what other people are going through, what other people are going to feel. He only cares about me. He cares about himself. It's about me, and me alone. It is me and my family. So I would like to know what you think, fellow Kenyans, at the comment section concerning this issue of William Ruto's decision that right now the Israel have decided that they will not allow any Kenyan citizen to enter into their country. You know, I've seen some people saying that these Ebola bans are destroying Ruto more than they are building him. For now, I'm cracking the hidden plots in all this. Let me just read for you some of the comments here. At the rate we are being invaded, it's good if we don't have any visitors. These guys are just snooping around and planning how to colonize us again. Watu wakae kwao. That's right. This man is destroying Kenya global relationship. Today, I was almost sent back to Kenya from South Africa due to this Ebola nonsense. I was held at immigration for more than 4 hours. There is a Kenyan in South Africa. He's saying that he was almost being sent back home. He can board planes, but can he evade God's wrath? Maybe not. He needs to be reminded that God's plan is the master plan, and it can never be thwarted. I'm a believer and he has never failed me. He is still in control. True, he is in charge. You guys are, do you know the population of Kenya in Congo? I bet you don't. There are more Kenyans in Congo than Americans, not to mention our KDF in Congo. Ebola hospitals is essential, and because these guys, some of them, and when you see Ruto mending what you messed, and that, I don't even need to read some of this. Why would someone visit the Zionism? As I said anyway, Zionism is worse than Ebola. Wake up! This is this is a madman. He loves money than everything else. Of course, this is what is happening. This guy loves money more than everything else. His decision sometimes sounds clueless, and they end up harming this country. It is only Mwananchi who feels the consequence of his decision. The last one, while the evil clowns has no diplomatic restrictions to fly his private jet anywhere in the world, ordinary Kenyans seeking to travel to various destinations get the halt sign. How evil can evil be? I want us to understand something here, that the people that are being destroyed, the people that are being affected are businessmen and women who are traveling globally, going for business trips and all that. Hao ndio watu ambao wanaharibiwa kabisa, kwa sababu itafika pale ambapo wanasema kwamba any man, any woman that is doing, any business person that is coming from Kenya, no traveling out. That is it. I would like to know what you think at the comment section. Kenyans, please don't forget to also tell me where you're watching this video from. If you're in the country, you can tell me which part of the country you're watching from. And if you're outside, it's also good to tell me which country. Drop me the code, the flag, or the country's name at the comment section. Until we meet again in the next video, if it is possible, I have been your host, Boniface. Bingo.